Hi Emma, this is Sanjay Shesh out here from India. How are you doing today?
Fine, thank you. I'm Emma Persson, Stockholm, Sweden.
Okay,
Nice to be with you in this podcast. Thank you for inviting me.
fantastic, fantastic. So Emma, we have taken the volunteer responsibility of being global community ambassadors for International Coaching Federation. So congratulations first for that, and
Thank you very much, and congratulations to you.
thank you very much.
Yes.
So as a part, I was just thinking as to what can I do to actually bring about the community of coaches or community of global ambassadors together and figure out what is it that we can do together. So, would it be a good idea to start off by a small introduction of yourself? Because you are a coaching educator, so am I. So, I would just like to. I'm a little bit intrigued as to in Sweden, how do you coach, how you became a coach. You've been a coach since 2004. I went through your website. You've been a coach since 2004, or you've been operating your company since 2004. But I think it's best to hear from you your journey of becoming a coach and your position now as a global community ambassador. That's a very good jump, I would say. So over to you, Emma. I would like to hear from you now.
Thank you very much. I think I have been a coach since I was a teenager, not a real one. I educated, but I always wanted to people to feel safe, and I could make people feel safe. I was a person that people could confide in me and knew that the secret is kept. Maybe ask for advice, but I'm talking about teenager, not a coach then. But I had the ears, and the empathy and what needs to become a coach, among many other things. I could feel and perceive feelings, but also the optimistic, the now and the future. Because if you can hold it in your head, you can hold it in your hand. So goal achieving, everything has started to develop, that I would like to become somebody who will empower other people to be their best selves. So I have a background in teaching humaniora, and I have a master degrees. And I'm speaking about the time when we didn't have, the internet and the Google, so you can ask Dr. Google everything. So you can go to a library, you can listen to CDs for young people.
Yeah,
You
yeah. I I
found
I
one
I
thing,
I resonate 100%. Yeah, yeah.
and tapes and everything else. So it start revealing the career to me. So I was always all my life being in the position to empower, to inspire, and to get the best out of people. 2004 is when Coach Companion of Scandinavia was started. I was not the owner from the beginning, but I was doing coaching, and I also came across Coach Companion as a student as well. I did my studies in NLP and coaching in the United States, but I wanted to do it in Swedish, in the language that I'm working and helping people in Sweden. So I started with Coach Companion. I stayed at Coach Companion, bought the company later on together with my dear companion who is in Malmö, Johnny Gunnerit. He's also ACC. I'm MCC, he's ACC, but what I want to say, also a coach. And all our staff together today, everybody is a coach, even people that are speaking to potential clients. So everybody is a coach. We don't have administration, which is not coach credential holder, because the coaching approach is from the time you write an email and ask about the education until the time you apply for your performance evaluation and get your feedback. So it's a coaching all the time. So my passion to people and for people never stops because companies investing in human capital, they are investing for the future, in the future. For a company without personnel, is not a company. It's only empty walls. So people, for my opinion, people are the companies, not the title or the name of the company. So there I am, and with this, I also wanted to spread my passion only to empower even more. So make the people and people's sustainability the most important thing that we have. We are very concerned about global warming, and it bothers me as well. I'm concerned that we recycle. I do recycle plastic, and I will not just now take every single detail, soft plastic, hard plastic, and metal, and everything else as we should do, and we do. I do. 99%. I'm doing my best, but we are not speaking about sustainability of people. Because people also have tendency to go to the famous wall, hit the wall, burnouts. So I'm very passionate about sustainability of people because people that feel good, that are that have a good life, that have open minds, that they have the power to change, they will also uh, pay better attention to recycling and the planet as well. People not feeling good will not do as job as good because they are then in a survival mode, not in a creating or creative mode. And if you come to creation, it is in the definition of International Coaching Federation's definition of coaching, creating creative process, among the things. So this is me, sustainability of people, and sustainable people that feel good again will make even better planet for everybody.
So brilliant, so brilliant, so
Thank
brilliant,
you very
Emma.
much.
Very nice, and very well put. I mean, such a lovely commitment from a young age.
Mm,
You are a classic example, I must admit, for someone uh, who can take you as an example to
mm,
start a coaching career because you've created milestones along the way as
mm,
to what you achieved and how you achieved and how you got involved and what was your focus and the broader vision that you talked about
mm,
that we should not worry about survival, we should think about creativity was
mm.
my takeaway from whatever you just said. So it was very well put across, Emma. So if you allow me, I would like to just uh, absolutely opposite of what you did. um, how I became a coach was I call myself an accidental coach.
Mm,
I'm basically a marine engineer by profession, right? And I was sailing on ships for a period of 10 years. And that was way back in 1985 till 1995. And that allowed me to have a very global perspective about things. But the kind of institute that I went to in India, that was the best in India. And I was very lucky to become a chief engineer very soon. I was very lucky to be promoted and I came ashore very soon. And by 2010, I landed up being a owner of my own company where I had around 25 ships under my
mm,
management. So I reached a stage uh, where I thought I know everything. And somehow I was very lucky that my company was 50% acquired by an American partner of ours. And they said, Sanjay, if you're leading more than 250 people, and at that time I was leading over 2,500 people, they said, in case you lead more than 250 people, you need to integrate coaching into your leadership. And you will understand how leadership can be different. So I said, what is coaching? And I believed at that point of time that, I'm God's gift to mankind and I know everything in the world. Because success somehow was went along with me. It did not elude me. It just we went together. So I had nothing much to look forward to. I was very happy that my 50% of my company was offloaded. But coaching, when it started, what impressed me most is the foundation of a coach. When I understood the foundation of being a coach, acquiring a certain behavior to become a coach, I always thought I was a very good communicator, but then I realized that being a communicator does not mean that I have to just keep speaking. I realized at that point of time that being a good communicator, primarily, you must learn to listen. And listen not only with your ears, but listen with your eyes also. And the second most important thing in communication I learned was thinking. And, ICF definition also talks about thought provoking and creative process. And also, there was some sort of greed attached to my becoming a coach that it maximizes your personal and professional potential. I did my program with, I must, say that a South African lady was the one who taught me what coaching was all about. And when I went through it, I said, it's a life changing experience for me. And I should not just sit with the benefits of coaching for myself. I must start a business around this and not only try and transform people or give a career of coaching to people, but my whole objective of coaching was to integrate coaching culture within organizations. Because as you very correctly pointed out, that it's people who make the organization.
Yeah.
It may be IBM or Citibank or Hong Kong Bank. These are big names, but the people who work under it, the people who worked and made what these companies are known for, and to maintain the reputation of these companies today, it's the people who are doing it. And I thought that, okay, marine is a field which is, again, we are such structured people that we believe that we know everything. So I wanted to get this coaching into the marine field and address the people who believe that they know everything and there is no end to their knowledge. Uh, After learning coaching, I realized that it's only a beginning.
Yeah.
The mindset of curiosity made me realize that I am where I am because I was curious, but I cannot be happy with what I am today. I need to continuously upgrade myself, and that I can achieve only by virtue of my curiosity. And that is one of the mindsets that coaching taught me. And that was again laying the foundation as a coach. So, honestly, marine field fortunately pays quite a lot. It was not for the money that I wanted to become a coach. I wanted to become a coach so that I can contribute in my way in organizations that I know or the organizations that I are approaching me because my organization changed because the leader's mindset that was me that changed and we grew very fast after that. So it was more of a success story as a marine engineer by adding coaching into a profession or integrating coaching into my leadership. So I don't know what kind of a coach I can classify myself as right now, but one thing I'm committed to doing is I take coaching as a social responsibility because every person I coach is going to have an effect on multiple people around him. And he is also going to behave with the environment in a different way. So when I take that responsibility on myself and then I do my coaching, it happens very well. right? So that's my small introduction uh, to how I landed up being a coach. Started as a associate certified coach, got my MCC, I think, within 7 years. And then I said, okay, I'm teaching coaching, so might as well get the AATC and start teaching people ACTC also. So
Mm,
even in my organization, my partner is a PCC coach, and the small girl that you just saw is also an associate certified coach.
mm,
So she's just 25 years of age. And like you, she said, I have passed out of my college. And she was working in the shipping company that I was giving consultancy to. And
mm,
she said, I would like to be like you one day. So I said, then you should not do shipping. You should take up coaching.
mm.
And at the age of 24, she decided to take up coaching. She's already got her ACC, and I think she's on route to get her MCC within 5 years, I think.
Mm.
So that's what we are, Emma, and it's such a pleasure exchanging pleasantries with you. So yeah,
Thank
uh,
you very much. Thank you very much. I love your story and imagine that all people could listen as you did and took this advice. If you manage more than 200 people, you should get coaching as well. And you manage 10 times more. And you just did that, and how it changed your lives. I really hope many company owners and people, managers listen to this and understand that they are, as I say, you're not working with IT, you are not working with technical support, you're working with people. It's the people. This is only the branch people are working it.
correct, correct, correct.
Not, they're always working with people, and the people with the infinite potential are the people that you're not managing the business, you're managing the people's well-being so they can be their best. I just love what we share together. And yes, coaching, it's not either or. If I'm a manager or I am a company owner and then I became a coach, then I should be a coach only. It's integration. These two are match made in heaven. It's not one or the other, both. And that's what we see when we work with the global companies and they build internal coaching teams.
Yeah.
um, it's magic is happening. Magic is happening. People just thrive, and the sick leaves diminish drastically. The personnel stays, and loyalty of the personnel is there because of the well-being, of respect that they are held accountable. So this is totally different companies. I would like to quote Steve Jobs that about like this, not quote, just paraphrase what he said. I think that he got a question. But what we if we invest in our people and then they leave? And he
Yeah.
asked, "What if you don't and they stay?"
Correct, correct, correct. Yeah, I heard this one, and this is brilliant. This is brilliant. I mean,
There's everything.
if you don't coach them or you don't train them, and they stay, then it is a bigger disaster, I tell you.
Yeah,
And
yes.
honestly, Emma, I am a living example of a transformation,
Mm,
the one which you're talking about,
mm,
and sustaining it was one of the most challenging part.
mm,
So I would be very, interested in knowing how do you work upon, everybody gets triggers, when
mm,
they hear or see something, they say, wow, I would like to be like Sanjay, I would like to be like Emma. But,
mm,
within a couple of days, then you get back to your routine and you're back to your normal self.
mm,
Sustainability
mm.
is something which people, if they understand well, and they can capture these triggers and convert it into habit, and then realize that eventually this is what I really wanted, and then sustain it and not go back to their original selves. How do you work on these kind of things?
Well, if maybe I will take this perspective. Very often after our trainings, people would like to apply for job in Coach Companion, and we don't have jobs to offer. And I'm really, really flattered, grateful, and what I can say, it means that we are doing something right. But I just ask the person, what exactly is attracting you? So you ask me this question. They're not open positions, not at the moment. But this and this, for example, how we do something and how they feel, and so, and at the end of this short, I can say, coaching conversation. It's not a classic coaching by coaching approach. In this question, I can realize that the person actually would like to make an impact, to help other people feel good about themselves now, and to be hopeful about the future, because the future is scary if we believe everything we see, and the thoughts and the feeling, everything we see on television, all the news we listen to, can provoke feelings, and these feelings can provoke our actions as well. So this is actually what we learned, that actually the person would like to make an impact, to create an environment of acceptance, inclusion, diversity, of listening, as you said, listen only, not only with your 2 ears we are blessed with, but also with all the senses, with the intuition that also ICF's core competencies say, the knowledge of the situation of the people, the cultures, and the impact of the environment as well. So we learned that the people can find actually their purpose, their goal, and it was just a question: can I be a part of the team, and can I work at Coach Companion? So really accepting people, embracing them, and invest time in a conversation which is making, as you said before as well, you're not only impacting these people you're talking to, this person is impacting everybody the person is meeting that day. And positive psychology has proof for that it's three circles that you can impact, even people you don't know, you are impacting with coaching attitude, coaching sessions, or just coaching approach to somebody.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and I'm also working on discipline. When I was young, I didn't know it was called the coach. I didn't know it was a ground for my future career. But discipline also, to work on yourself every single day, to be better tomorrow. And I know I will be a better person tomorrow, Tuesday, than today, Monday. We are recording this because I met you. I hear something new, inspiring. I will have some other conversations in the afternoon. It's 11 in Stockholm, Sweden, in the morning. So I'm striving to be tomorrow a better person, and today and every day, to learn every single day something. But this is discipline. You set a goal, and you just follow the goal. Because if you ask somebody else to do something and they don't, people can be irritated. I told you to do that, and you didn't,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah. Yeah.
in the family. But what about ourselves? We make a goal and then we say, no, I do something else instead. We are distracted by everything that's going on. So this is my thing. What about you? How would you
Well,
describe this?
absolutely. I think, you absolutely, the word that you use, discipline, is something that I believe in 100%, because you can do whatever you can as a coach. You can inspire, you can motivate, you can, get them to have insights, realizations. So my belief, if I put it in short, is all the tips and tricks and strategies and ideas are only triggers of your mind. What gets you where you want to get is the discipline that you follow after the trigger happens. So we can have a fantastic coaching session, but unless we commit ourselves to a discipline of the insight or the action that we are supposed to take, I think we will come back to where we were. So I totally agree with you on the discipline part. And
Mm.
I personally feel that, every position or every mindset has a way of showing oneself through his own behavior, right? In a company, a peon also works for the company, or office help also works for the company, and the president also works for the company. The two things that are different between two of them, one is their thinking, and thinking leading to their behavior. And
Exactly.
I personally feel that, okay, I have a certain problem and I go to a coach and I get it resolved, or I would like to make a career as a coach because I feel I like helping people. But I personally, I'm myself a great example of it. I personally feel that if I can integrate a coaching behavior, like a leadership behavior, a coaching behavior. And that's why in the beginning I said one of the most important things that impressed me most was the foundation of being a coach. How do I become a coach? How do I lay a foundation to acquire a behavior to become a coach? And if I can honestly and sincerely embrace the behavior of a coach or the conduct in which a coaching has to be performed, I think every fraction of my life I will benefit. Because a gain of $1 million or a loss of $1 million is at the end of a conversation. And if we do not complement our behavior with the conversation that we are having, there is mostly a chance of losing your $1 million and not gaining your $1 million. So I believe laying a foundation to communicate like a coach,
Yeah.
and then as a coach integrate into whatever we are doing today and see the effectiveness and the success that a person can achieve. And that is one of the reasons why I felt creating coaching cultures within organizations. It is a good idea to have internal coaches made within organizations so that they can coach themselves within themselves. But if all the people within their organization, especially the top management,
Mm.
they understand what coaching is all about, and they try to make their people better than themselves. There is one way a leader can teach all the people and get them to his level of competency.
Yeah.
A coach, as a leader, wants to lead his team to a level of competency which is better than his own. I, as a leader, would always like to have a team of people who are better than me. So, that foundation and a behavior, according to me, played a very important part for me when I educate people about coaching. And that is the reason why in my institute, we have people who want to become coaches, but we have some very senior people coming and trying to improve their effectiveness by embracing the coaching behavior and integrating into their existing roles. So that is how I look at coaching a slightly different way.
This is brilliant. I love it. I will also bring in Steve Jobs again. He said, I don't understand about something like that. I hope that it's not every single word, but this is the message. I don't understand companies hiring smart people and then tell them what to do. We are hiring smart people to tell us what to do.
Correct.
And this is brilliant. And exactly, if everybody understands the coaching tools, which I, by the way, think it should be integrated in school as a competence, life competence, children are more engaged in learning and memorizing, not learning, memorizing things, giving them good grades. and which they forget. I forgot many things that I've learned at school because it was memory. So good memory, good grades. Yeah, we will not go there now, but
Correct. Let's not go there.
yeah. But if it will be a ground of core competencies or not, I mean, listening, respect, um, seeing to the future in an optimistic way. We are curious about other kids instead of bullying them, or etc., etc. These skills could be taught in school, so people could get these skills for life, instead of these, what I said, memory things that maybe they will not need later on. But this everybody should need. It should be in the kindergarten, not in school.
Yeah, yeah,
How to treat each other, because about this ACC, PCC, MCC, our clients maybe don't understand this ICF hierarchy, and it is only our experience that makes this an effort and discipline as well. Um, they just know how far did they go and how they were treated and listened to and respected. This is the coaching and the clients get from that. So
brilliant.
I have sent the message to every coach. It doesn't have to become MCC to be a great coach.
Yeah,
Just the first step, enrolling to a school is the first step to do
absolutely. And
change, to make change in life.
correct.
So
And most importantly, I mean, I one of the things that I bring about when I teach coaching is that when you are trying to become a coach, or you're upgrading yourself from ACC to PCC, or these core competencies are not to be followed.
yeah,
They are not to be followed. They are tools. They are to be used. If there is nothing in our core competencies which we don't do.
yeah, it is
It
normal
is
for us.
it is very normal. I mean,
Way of life.
correct. The only thing is we deviate from the core competency sometimes and then have bad results. But if we understand the value of these, I mean, honestly, I don't even want to call them core competencies. I want to call them tools for conducting yourself,
Yeah, yeah. I agree with you. I
tools
agree
to
with
conduct your curiosity. And Emma, you would agree, and I always believe in that, that whatever I am today is based on my power of observations. What I heard, what I saw, my family around me, my teachers around me, I observed without knowing my core competencies that I need to develop a mindset of being curious. But
you.
eventually, what got me where I am, if I'm successful, good for me. But whatever I am today, I'm proud of myself. But it was purely due to my power of observation. And eventually, it was curiosity which got me here. The only thing is, there comes a time when you stop being curious and you assume or pass a judgment and an assumption on yourself that this is enough.
Yeah.
And that's where I think a person tends to stagnate or loses, or as you use the word burnout. These are the stages when you stop being curious, stop learning, and also using your words, stop being better than what you were today, stop having a plan for tomorrow. That's when I think, and honestly, these are pure core competencies of developing mindsets of curiosity, like we both have been complimenting and highlighting some good things that we are hearing from each other. We both unknowingly are following one of the core competencies of ICF. So, you know, unknowingly, our conversation covers practically all the core competencies.
Exactly.
Yeah. And unknowingly. So, ideally, if people who are already coaches, they don't put pressure on themselves. Oh my God, I have to use these core competencies. Well, it'll automatically flow. You have to use them as toolboxes. They're lying there. Pick up the tool that you feel is going to benefit. to take your conversation forward and add value to the person whom you're talking to. If you just ask yourself that question, you will pick up the right core competency to take your conversation forward.
I totally agree with you. Actually, when we say core competencies, we live them. But that's why ACC, PCC, and MCC, as ACC, you're trying sometimes to coach the what, you will solve the problem. And the PCC is a transition between the what and who. And as an MCC coach, I have been MCC, it was 31st of January
Okay.
2009. 7 years now that I became MCC, and it took me 7 years as well to get there. So I mean, I don't understand that we have to think about that today. But to young coaches, young in profession, look at them, read them, not at once as a book, but study. What does this mean for me? How do I integrate these core competencies in myself as being the coach as well? So it will become a second nation. But and we talk about the competencies, we also can talk about the controversial competence that many ask because acknowledgement is included. Yes, dear colleague, it's exactly what you said. Knowing people, sometimes we have to use the knowledge of human beings and use it. So this core competence, let me see if I have it here so we know exactly which one we are talking about. This is controversial, but for me, it isn't controversial. No. With experience, maybe you can get this one. Why not?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
7-Eleven
Oh,
shares knowledge, etc. Yes, I think that it resonates what you said, if I understood you correctly, that we have the knowledge of people, and sometimes this is the missing link that we can contribute to the person's life. And about being better tomorrow. No, it doesn't go with scheduling. It goes with actions we are doing today in the state of presence, and this is only the result that comes together.
absolutely.
Yes. I will also say about the discipline. The discipline I think I learned from my father. He was a pilot, and you cannot just, it is a discipline. You
Yeah,
have routine and you have to stick to the routine, nothing else. It is the same every day. And this is, I don't feel like checking this today. You feel it.
yeah.
You,
I,
it
I,
is a
I ran
routine.
ships. I ran ships, and I totally, you can't just say that, okay, I'm not going to do this on the engines today.
Yeah,
It's,
I don't feel like that. It's
don't be like
discipline,
it.
discipline. And
Yeah.
I, as a young person in my teenage, I trained martial arts, and it was not that feminine. I agree, but I was interested, maybe, mostly, not maybe, in the power of the now, of the attention, of this moment, and also discipline, because I was not feeling like every day, oh, it's raining today, I'm not going out, but I did. Showing up is a discipline. And the routines, without always say, how do you feel about that? No, I don't feel like that. Yes, but for me, an excellence is a commitment to completion. You give
Brilliant.
yourself a task
Brilliant.
and then you stick to the plan. As a coaching session, it's a conversation sometimes, and where are you going? It's not a coaching conversation, it's just a nice chat.
Yeah.
But if you have a goal, this is coaching. That we know that most people that will watch this are coaches, and they
Correct.
know, can recognize, and I hope many people that are not coaches will see that in organizations
Yeah.
and teams, etc. Yeah,
So,
interesting.
how does it work in Sweden? I mean, as coaches, I mean, as a coaching educator, are you coaching organizations more, or you are taking and teaching individuals to become coaches more?
Mm.
Which
Yeah.
segment are you addressing more there?
We are a coaching school. We have level 1 and level 2. And what I can say, we have trainings for open trainings for individuals, but we also have trainings for organizations. I didn't ask if I can tell their name, so I will not say
Oh,
their name. They are training their managers to become certified coaches in level 2. And we have been working with some companies for a couple of years, but with one particular company for more than 8 years. They have their staff organized, and they have their level 2, especially for them. It's the same program, and their top managers are becoming coaches, and then it happens miracle that I've witnessed this miracle happening. We just started one training with 15 people in January. It's amazing, and they're spread. They do everything on Zoom, and they are spread in several continents. The time zone, nothing matters, because people are so dedicated. So we have individuals, we have trainings in English, and we have trainings open in English, and companies that book their trainings. And we have trainings in Swedish, level 1 and level 2. We also have trainings, additional trainings, a lot of CCE. The latest one that is under application now is impact, because we are impacting people all the time. And as you have a team coaching education, we should speak about that privately later on. I
absolutely,
need some
absolutely.
partner for that. I need some partner for that.
Yeah,
It is good that we can contribute to people as team coaches. You're not coaching people, 5 people or 10 people in front of you. Team coaching, 15 people at the most in one session. You're coaching the whole system. The whole system.
yeah, yeah,
The,
you are, you are.
all the results will be impacted by this coaching, team coaching. So not coaching these 5, 6, 10 people. Yeah, it's system. It's so big that we coaches that are not very bragging oriented. We are humble sometimes and don't understand the magnitude of our impact.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
we have CCs, and also we have companies that want their staff to understand the coaching tools. So we make shorter education, 2 days, 4 days. We ask how many people, how many days, what do you need them to learn? And many people from there, they want that later on to become certified coaches. They get triggered. But you do not just go and do coaching. We are training the trainers. And of course, we have a good coaching pool, and some companies that want external coaches. We see their needs, and then we send coaches. And sometimes I go myself because I love
Same,
coaching.
same here, same here, same here.
Because we don't
I,
have enough time exactly,
right,
but I
right.
love the
Yeah.
coaching session.
So I follow exactly the same model, and in India the demographics is slightly different. I mean, there are people who have done NLP, and there are people who have done some sort of training programs here and there, so they don't understand the importance of ICF. And India being India, although it is a very fast growing economy right now, but to afford the ICF programs, they find it a little bit difficult, but they do coaching in, I would say, around 40% of coaches in India are uncertified coaches. But the moment some of them get transformed into ICF certified coaches, they realize the difference. They realize the difference that the code of ethics that we follow and the way the core competencies are being taught and the percentage of individuals wanting to become coach are more in India than the companies approaching us for training their people to become coaches, because there is, for internal coaches, I realize that there is a lot of conflict of interest because they have an access to the appraisal reports of their employees. So there's a little bit of conflict of interest. So, and the companies are a little bit skeptical that if I certify my person as a coach, then he may leave the job and become a coach himself. So that is why companies are a little bit skeptical. But individuals becoming coaches in India, me training the trainers or training the coaches to become coaches, is growing very fast in India right now. If the statistics are right, I think India is one of the fastest growing coaching communities in the world right now in ICF.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Happy to hear that. We have 10 million people in Sweden,
Correct.
and India is a country with how much approximately?
140 million people.
Yeah.
We have 10
Uh,
million in more than 10 million in Mumbai, in a very small city of ours. We have more than 10 million in Mumbai itself.
is in Mumbai, just the perspective. But dear colleague, I will also say another aspect about the importance of getting the certificate. Clients have become aware, thanks to ICF's marketing, not, I wouldn't say exactly just marketing, but raising awareness of people. They start to look if my coach is certified. So this is not only about the coach being certified, it's about the potential clients searching the database and wanting their coaches to be certified. And this is the raising of awareness of the whole world, that it's not
Yeah,
just becoming a coach one
correct.
day in some read book. It is a certification. It's a serious profession, serious and very strict process
And honestly,
and
I mean,
commitment to certain
having
things.
spoken
So
to
I
so
think
many
this is
people, I just came to know
mm,
that, people, I think at all levels, are realizing that they need external eyes and ears and somebody to show them a mirror
yeah.
as to what they're doing. And that is a job of
Mhm.
a coach who can give you your eyes, ears, and a brain for a charter for maybe 1 hour. And then you can operate with two brains, external set of eyes, external set of ears, and do a better job of looking inwards and finding your own potential and getting out of the mess that you have landed up into. And honestly, as you very correctly pointed out right at the beginning, you read the newspapers, you watch the news. We are entering a little bit of a complex world as we move forward. And these complexities are all going to affect here. And I think
Yeah.
coaches over a period of time will be required by practically all the individuals which are wanting to become better. If they're happy with what they are, still I think they should try out a coach and figure out that will their happiness continue, or is their happiness with whatever they are, is it short-lived or is it temporary? So, a coach
Mm.
making people question themselves, I think people are getting aware of it. And with ICF certified, you have somebody who's validated by a very good, researched, and a very respectable body, which has been doing a lot of research for the last 30 years. And it's very apparent from the changes that they're bringing about based on the research, the kind of contributions that they're making to the coaches. I mean, all these things that ICF is doing, and as you correctly pointed out, the awareness that they're raising amongst people uh, will, I think, over a period of time, increase the demand of coaches across the globe.
Yeah, it is. You put as a mirror. Yes, we are the mirrors, and we are the biggest, greatest tool. They are tools, but the coach is a tool itself. So we are not there to make them just feel better, but to make them see better. And people say see clarity, they automatically start to feel better because it gives them a sort of comfort. This is. We are not there to make people's life. Through pink glasses. It is the mirror. This is the reality. how would you like to do with your reality? And I usually say it's removing the blind spot, like driving a car. Sometimes if you have a convertible, it is a black one. I had one with the black cover, and it
Yeah,
was very, yeah, it was so much blind spots there. Sometimes I don't see, and if it's raining, I had to take it up the top. I couldn't see a lot. And then it's sunny, I take the convertible down and I see 360. These we are the coaches to make the people just remove their blind spots, to help them remove if they want to, of course. And I hope they came of a free will and they have intention. Otherwise, they don't have to do anything in their coaching session if they don't want to.
absolutely. Absolutely.
And sometimes actually companies send their employees, and employees say, "I don't know why I'm there." Okay, would you like to continue? Yes, I would like to do. So what do you think is the reason that you anyway came to the session? How would you like to spend the time? And they always find something that they will, and
Oh, yeah.
then commitment.
Not
But
something. I think they find a
most
lot
are
of things after that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Most are free will, but it was maybe before that people thought if I'm going to a coach, it is some kind of punishment. They understand now, because maybe it is the thing that they connect with childhood or something. They were children. They had to go to the principal. They did something wrong. Now they're going to the coach. But people today understand that it's a gift. It's an investment. It is really somebody investing in their being even better. It's nothing to be fixed. It is to flourish even more. So people's awareness is amazing today if you compare to 5, 10 years, 15 years ago.
Correct. And I totally agree with you, Emma. I mean, my marine engineering degree, which I got in 1985, the only time when I decided to upgrade my knowledge was when I embraced coaching. And I took the journey from ACC, PCC, and MCC. That was the only time I invested in myself, because a degree given in 1985 lost its meaning within 7 or 8 years, right? Because the education system changed, the thinking changed. And I was purely basing my entire uh, life based on trial and error with one small degree. When I engage with a coach, there are two things that I think about which are very, very important. One, investment into your eligibility. I think our entire life is spent, or all our US dollars or our education dollar is spent on building our eligibility. What actually gets you where you are, or what will get you where you want to be, is your suitability. And we don't know where this suitability came from. And investment into this suitability can only be, I like the answers I don't know in coaching. Because what you know and what I know can only be exchange of information. When we reach to a point of I don't know, and suitability is something, where does it come from? Okay, I don't know. Then why is it your suitability that is making you successful, or is it making you fail? And how will you improve your suitability to achieve the next position that you're getting into? So I think coaching somewhere down the line, that unknown of suitability, which we don't make investments in, and we just keep trying and failing and sometimes succeeding. I think that investment into suitability is what I would say can be one of the biggest benefits of coaching that we can offer.
Yeah, exactly.
So we've been talking, I think our conversation can go on for hours together, but
I
we are,
think we can
yeah,
go for
yeah, yeah.
for
It's
for, for
fun
hours.
talking to you, but to bring our lovely conversation to the end, I would, give you the first opportunity to, as a global community ambassador, if you were to address the coaching community as well as the people who want to become coaches. What would your one message be? It can be longer message. I mean, I would love to listen to your point of view.
Thank you. I would like to send a message to our colleagues and educators to continue the great work to embrace people and make the coaching profession even more on demand. It is a only way, only remedy for this world is more people looking at the same direction and with good hope for the future and just doing it, not only hoping, just doing it. But the people that would like to become coaches, everything we owe today, somebody else is own sometimes, but investment in yourself, investing in you, nobody can take away from that being you. So investment in yourself to become a better person is the best one you can do for you, but also the surrounding, your family, everybody who will be in touch with you, and even people will be in touch further on. So thank you for listening to me.
Thank you very much, Emma. And my a statement, final statement to our colleagues who are lovely colleagues who are committed to coaching, and they're doing a great job of working on themselves, getting better all the time, is keep on with it. Don't take the pressure of core competencies as tools that need to be followed. They are, or rules to be followed. They are tools which are provided to be used to make your life and your conversations easy. So that's what I've seen a lot of people struggling just because they want to design the next question. And how do I use the core competency? One, they should relax and let the core competencies flow through them. They will flow if they are not under pressure. And for people who want to become coaches, it is not necessary that you want to become a coach only to embrace this beautiful profession. I think everybody in this world needs external eyes and ears. And if you become a coach, you start being curious within yourself. So, whatever you do, if you embrace a behavior of a coach, there is always a great chance that you will embrace success in whatever you do if the beautiful behavior of a coach, if you can embrace. So, learning coaching just not to make a career, but learning coaching to embrace the behavior of a coach is actually going to change the way you think, the way you look at the world, and it'll be very, very beneficial to all of us. So, those are my words, Emma. Uh, that's what I would
Thank
like
you.
to say. It was such a wonderful, wonderful conversation. And we must engage our other global community ambassadors to carry out these conversations and see how we can benefit to the our fellow coaches and to the community who wants to become coaches in future.
Yes, thank you. And dear ambassadors, please join us to make 2026 really the best year by now.
Yes, thank you very much, Emma. Thank you very much for your time.